what's going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball for an Impact Wrestling review. We start off the show with Bully Ray coming down to the ring, and he tells us he's obsessed with 6 people. And he has 6 presents behind him up on the top of the ramp that he's going to show us. And they're all tables with names on them. He rips down the paper on each one, and he promises that every single one of these people, which is Bobby Lashley, EC3, Kenny King, MVP, Rockstar Spud, and Dixie fucking Carter, are going to go through a table. And that's the Bully Nation right there. We all join together, and all of us wrestling fans want to see this. So we get MVP coming down, and he says he doesn't like threats. And Lashley and Kenny King are joining behind, and they jump Bully. Bully's obviously, he's got a little limp from the week before, and they take advantage of this. They take him down, and after EC3 attacks him from behind, you got Rockstar Spud with his sweet ass suit and his neck brace. It was pretty cool shit. And then we get EY's music. Fuck yeah, EY hits the ring along with Austin Aries, the Wolves. So now we even shit up. And, well, anyway, they clear house. Fucking MVP's the first one. Scoots the fuck out of there. He ain't dealing with it. And money, power, respect it. Goodbye. So, and then we get Bully grabs the mic, tells MVP he can shove his chain right up his fucking ass. And then we get Austin Aries tells him, like, if they're going to have a fucking match with the 3, make it, if you got the balls, book that match next. So this does happen. We come back from commercial break. We have Austin Aries just running shit basically against Bobby Lashley, and outside of the ring we got the Wolves manhandling MVP and Kenny King, and fucking Austin Aries is just flinging them fucking discus forearms left and right, knocking everybody the fuck out. And Austin Aries is looking fucking great. God, I miss this guy being on TV every week. So let's continue that shit, TNA. Keep Austin Aries on TV every fucking week, unless he has an injury. So we move on to Austin Aries setting up the brainbuster on Kenny King, and he tags Davey Richards in to get his revenge here. He gets a double foot stomp on Kenny King. Should be the victory, but no. We get some bullshit shenanigans, and we get Bobby Lashley spears him. It fucking totally missed the spear, might I add. He missed. I don't know if he was trying to protect Davey Richards. I don't know what the fuck, but man, he missed by a long shot. So good sell by Davey Richards. Either way, then MVP ends up picking up the victory after this. Not like anybody was fucking tagged in until then. So then we move on. We got Bram and Magnus backstage, and this fucking has a big old feud stamp all over it. So why not just get to it, man? This whole back and forth, I want to see you come back, like, you know, Bram. Although I do like Bram's character, I really do. This is really cool. And Magnus is just taking a back seat to it, man. He's got no fire right now. So I wonder what the fuck's his, what his deal is, or how this role's gonna fucking happen for. I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out. Then we have EC3 recapping what the fuck has happened to Aunt D. So it was funny. Good chuckle. Dixie Carter basically didn't give a shit. Then we get Tigre Uno versus Bram, and holy shit, Bram's intensity is fucking just awesome, and he's just about everything. The guy just fucking, it makes an easy match out of Tigre Uno, so this discredits him as a fucking X Division star that could have almost won the X Division title, but it makes Bram look like a fucking beast. And then after he wins, he picks up this victory, and he goes to grab fucking one of those turnbuckle fucking steel things, and Magnus cuts him off, confronts him, and tells him, hey, he's a little guy, Tigre Uno. how about you fight somebody your size? They basically matching himself up. But he says, if you want to prove yourself, have a match with Willow. And Bram don't give a fuck. He's just gonna go. He says, I'll take him next. I'll take him right now. You know, like, he doesn't care. Magnus just walks away. So we're obviously going to get this feud. Doesn't Bram remind you of the guy from Underworld? Fuck. He reminds me of him, like, identical. It's crazy. And then we have Anderson and Gunner backstage. And Mr. Anderson's like, really? Fucking Samuel? He's crazy. Dude lives in his fucking mom's basement. Just nuts. And Gunner's like, man, you know, it's okay. Basically, he's like, are you on the same page tonight for this fucking match? So they're going to tag together, and we'll see what happens there. And we move on to Brittany. She comes up to Madison Rayne. She wants to tag with her, you know, asking Madison Rayne to tag with her against the Beautiful People. Madison Rayne basically says, no, you don't know, like, you know, really, the Beautiful People, they are who they are, and you don't want to get involved with that. So Brittany says, oh, no, okay, yeah, that's a, you know, probably a good idea. And we get Bromance versus Gunner and Anderson. The Bromance owning Gunner in the beginning of this. What the fuck? Remember that time when James Storm was looking for a tag partner, and you had Robbie E and Jesse Goddard's like looking to tag with him, and Gunner came out and within 3 seconds whooped the fuck out of both of them. So how the hell did this happen? Come on. Either way, in the end, you end up getting Mr. Anderson in there, hits that fucking mic check, and Gunner tagged himself. Hits the fucking headbutt off the top rope for the victory here on Robbie E. And then all fucking crazy shit goes here. We got the menagerie comes out, and you got the Bromance DJZ standing in the middle of the ring with that stupid goofy look on their face for about 6 minutes, it seemed like. Like, really? Fucking come on. Like, at least you can run. You could go through the crowd. I've seen people do it before. Man, we just need a little bit better work out of these guys, out of everybody on the roster sometimes. So, anyway, the menagerie comes out. We got all just chaos. And eventually, the Bromance do take off. DJZ, he gets tossed by the Freak, and that's that. Then we got Brittany backstage, and she asked Gail Kim to tag with her now. So she didn't take the Madison Rayne's fucking, what she told her about, don't even get involved with these guys. She looks for somebody else. And Gail Kim accepts. So we're going to get that match later on. And then we got Dixie and EC3 coming down to the ring. They call MVP down to finish the conversation that they had started. And this was just... who's got the bigger balls fucking conversation here. Back and forth, back and forth. Nothing really got accomplished at all. And then EY and Bully come down. And same thing here. It's just the same thing, just fucking rehashed over and over. And although EY has a legitimate beef against MVP with his match coming up, Bully is backing EY, so I understand that, but that Dixie thing, she's just got to go. MVP ends up booking EY against Bully as the main event, and to make sure there's no shenanigans and they actually wrestle each other, he makes EC3 the special guest referee. And then Bully says, no, I'm not going to fight him. And that's it. Too bad. And MVP tells him fucking... he tells MVP, go ahead and fire him. And then Dixie's like, are you quitting? Are you quitting? He says, no, I'll never quit until I put every one of you motherfuckers through a table. So, until then, which is good shit. So, then we move on to the Beautiful People versus Brittany and Gail Kim. Brittany's looking really good in this match. Like, she's fucking running the show. She refuses to tag in, and she's doing a really good job. Although she takes, you know, a little bit of offense from the Beautiful People, but she's looking really fucking good. But then finally, she does tag Gail Kim. Gail Kim comes in running this motherfucker. Brittany just gets a little overzealous, tags herself back in, and she tells it, I got this, I got this. And, you know, she goes to perform her finishing move, misses it. We get a little Brian Stifler. Hey, this is Brian Stifler in a match. This is how I'm going to do my job reviewing from now on. What's going on, guys? I don't fucking know. Anyway, Brian Stifler's back's turned, clearly. And we get the Botox injection from Angelina Love. And Velvet Sky picks up the pin here. And Gail Kim's trying to talk to Brittany. Brittany's, she's upset. So later on, we get Brittany in the ring, still refuses to leave, calls out Madison Rayne. And in a weird scenario, she tells Madison Rayne she wants to be with her. She wants to be with her as a tag partner or be with her as a life partner, a love partner. Seemed to be more the love partner, so alright. Madison Rayne gets a little pissed off about this. Clearly she had a kid, and so she must, you know, not be bi or whatever. So it's just weird storyline here for Brittany, not helping her, but I did like her ring work tonight. It was really good, and it was something new. So, and we have EY and Bully backstage. EY thanks him for being his biggest supporter, and then Bully reminds him, if I win tonight, I'll be the #1 contender. So, and they both, you know, the fucking good sportsmanship here between the two. And we get EC3 backstage with Money, Power, Respect, basically booking him to be, or taking him into their clique here, and they're all working somewhat together. So Kenny King then replaces Christy Hemme as a special guest ring announcer, and he does do a really good job at this. It's fucking funny shit. And he introduces Bully from Hell's Toilet, New York, weighing at 700 some fucking pounds. It was funny shit. EC3, he ends up being the ref. We knew about that. And then we also get a special guest enforcer, Bobby Lashley. On top of that, MVP is special guest timekeeper. Yes, TNA is going to catch a ton of shit for this because a couple weeks ago, Monday Night Raw, we had the same thing with Evolution. Who copied who? I don't know, because TNA did it first. It was a pre-tape show here. Don't jump all over it, guys. Just go with the flow. EY versus Bully Ray is underway, and both guys are looking good. And until they go outside of the ring, we get that fucking bullshit, horse shit from the guests. All the special guest guys, clearly. Basically, it's almost like a lumberjack match. You just beat the fuck out of the guys hopping outside of the ring. And then we get a little old school feel. A fucking real nice old school feel between Bully and EY in the middle of the ring. Fucking just a real old fucking 80s type wrestling. It was fun for about 2 minutes. And then EC3 goes and fucking interferes, tells Bully, no, we're not having that, fucking. And then, obviously, we get the fucking Money, Power, Respect jumping in, and that's that. It's a fucking beat down bullshit. But, holy fuck, nice surprise. Samoa Joe's music hits, boom, fucking flying down to the ring. Holy shit. Nice to see Samoa Joe back. It's been a while, bro. So, this was a fucking awesome ending. Samoa Joe staring right at MVP, right in his fucking mug. Telling him, we've got something going now. Now we got a 3-on-3. And, fuck, I can't wait. So, what do you guys think is going to happen at Slammiversary? MVP versus EY. Who's going to be TNA World Heavyweight Champion after June 15th in Dallas? And did you guys hear the Von Erich kids are going to be at that show, Slammiversary? This should help get some attention being in Dallas. Steve Austin, how about you go down there and fucking support the guys? Hang out with James Storm. Drink a little brew. You just had him on your podcast. 2 in a row. Fuck yeah. This is good shit. So TNA looks like they are planning for some big stuff. They even added some shit in New York City. Good stuff. this is good. This is really good. So TNA, we get some better storylines moving forward, and we're getting the publicity out there. Fuck yeah. Awesome shit. Liked it, loved it, awesome. And all of you should be back in this product because it's great. And you should follow me on Twitter at Rob Kimball Brand. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Peace.